interface of reflex. So as you might know, reflex has two different platforms, one for operators and one for integrators. This is the one for the operators.
Yes.
And it divides in two parts. On the right hand side, you can see a visual 3D representation of the environment, and it is representing, it's modeling the cell behind the fence that you can see physically behind the fence. It has a sensing machine, robot, and the two pallets placed in front of the robot.
Yes.
On the left hand side, there is the task bar where the operator can select and operate the next task for the robot. And if you open it, it consists of very few tasks.
Yes.
new batch that allows to create a new batch to produce.
Yeah.
Machine tending, that is the real operation of an
Of
Intel
the
machine.
system.
And then some more utilities like resetting the robots or creating a new part process that we will see later.
Yes.
So it all starts for an operator just to make a new batch.
Okay.
Right? And when you select it, it will present you with some parameters to set. The first one will be which type of part you want to produce. You can select from your library of parts. You can see here. So for example, cylinder 1.
Yes.
You have it. And the next thing, you will select which grid you are going to fill.
Okay.
So these grids are pre-configured for the case.
Yeah.
As you can see, we have small, a double, small, large for large parts, and some grids with some supports that would help to support some higher and longer parts. And these grids are adapted to the fixture. You can also see physically behind and here in the visual representation. So
Yeah.
the parts will be placed in different positions.
Yes.
Right? In this case, we will use the large grid to fill up the biggest spaces on the pallet. Another parameter, the batch size, how many parts you want to produce.
Ah, I see.
And finally, if you want to empty the drop-off. So in this case, we have some garbage from previous operations.
Yes.
We want to clear out.
Yeah.
So if you operator just as to start the task, will run
So
and very
see
quickly.
here success.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see success, and you see that the tomorrow we will not have this part, but you see that now a new batch of 8 parts has been created, and it matches to what we prepared physically in the cell, right?
Oh, okay, I see. So you can also zoom it, zoom in and zoom out just with the fingers, right? It's super easy. So that means everybody who can use the smartphone can also operate this complete system.
Exactly. Yes, and it's intuitive. So we work
Yeah.
hard to make this intuitive, so you can, just have a look at this virtual representation and quickly tell if, everything is as it's configured in reality.
Okay, I see. But I think a lot of the integrators or the technical guys, they will have a question. So if you, are you controlling the whole system just with this one software, or you need two different software, this control the robot, the other one to control the sensing machine, or can
No.
you explain us a little bit?
Everything is part of our platform. The power of our platform is that it integrates with all different hardware.
Yes.
And so if you see, the operator can touch the device manager and you can see all the devices we are at under our control.
I see,
you know?
okay.
And in this case, there is not only the robot and the gripper, but there is the machine itself,
Okay.
where we can control the door, the chuck that holds the parts,
Yeah.
and the program to run on the machine.
Okay. But how, that means just this one software control everything, control all
One
everything.
software controls everything.
Ah, it's super easy. But how the devices and the control unit, how they communicate with each other? So it is with the Ethernet, or it is kind of which kind of mean?
Yes, that of course depends on the type of machine you are integrating.
Yeah.
Ideally, we can control via Ethernet.
Yeah.
That is also provide the most flexibility, and it's very
More
easy to
easier.
set up.
Everything is integrated.
Everything is integrated exactly, and very
Yeah.
easy to set up. But there are a lot of sensing machines that are more outdated, and
Yes.
so we can also work with those by using old means like IOs. for
Like
input.
the Dobot, our robots. So we do support TCP/IP Modbus, and also we have also 28 sites pairs digital inputs and outputs.
Exactly.
so
So we
it's-
can use the Dobot ports to integrate with the machine.
So it is prepared actually for everything's very flexible.
Exactly.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yes. So once you prepared the batch, all the operator needs to do is to connect the devices
Yes.
by turning this simple switch on. You need to have the safety unlocked there,
Yes.
and you can unlock the protective stop.
Yeah,
here.
I heard crack. So the robot
Clack,
is
exactly. So that's the robot that is releasing the brakes.
is
Your-
enabled. Yes.
and all is green. So everything is ready to run. What
So let's run it now.
next thing is
Yeah.
just selecting machine tending.
Yeah.
Okay, here you have the option of selecting where you want to place the part
Okay.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time you would just use the drop-off cart, but you can, of course, sometimes use the source cart.
Ah,
Can be
okay.
convenient
So you can
in some
also
cases.
place it back on the previous,
Place
the
it back.
pickup chart. Okay,
Exactly.
yeah.
And last thing you will set is the arm speed.
Yeah.
For this demonstration, we leave pretty low, but can be increased to optimize.
Depends
of course,
on the
cycle.
cycle time. Yeah.
Depends on the cycle time. So just start the task. And as you can see, the left-hand side now
Yes.
of the panel becomes a way of an interface for the operator to get some feedback on what's
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
So in this case, you can see we are performing machine tending. We can request access at any time
Yes.
in case we want to do something inside the cell.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, otherwise it will just tell what is the operation that the robot is currently
Ah, I see. So we see that this here is running similar so in the real time, and the robot is exactly the robot is running.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can follow up both in the virtual environment and the
Yeah.
real.
Okay. Then I do have another one question. I do have another one question that regarding the robot, how you install it. I see that the robot is not
We place it
installed.
like this now, or is it fine?
Yeah.
Do we stay like this now, like out of the cameras?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
When we move from here to here, that means we don't show this anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
I do have another question, like the robot,
Careful with the switch,
yeah, is not installed vertically to the ground.
yeah? No, exactly. Here is installed with a 21 degrees angle
21.
that helps to enter in the machine better.
Oh, okay, yes. I do know that our robots can install in different positions, like on the roof, on the side, and also on the 21 degrees. So,
Yeah.
did you feel any trouble when you install it in this way, or is everything's fine?
No, it was everything fine, very simple from the Dobot interface, and actually if we had any trouble, we got very good support from the Dobot support team, so it was super straightforward.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, as we also know, the safety is always a very important topic for
of course.
the customers, for the integrators, and especially in the European Union. Yeah, for this unit, for this solution, how do you ensure the safety for the environment or for the customers? What is the possibility?
Yes, so as you can see, we have a partial open space where we are using the CNC machine as a barrier, and then another fence for just one side, and then two SICK laser scanners for the rest.
Ah,
So if anyone is crossing the yellow line that is marked on the floor, the robot will just stop, so, and then I could do it. So you can see, I do
Okay.
this, and the robot turns right, so
okay.
that
so
means it will not move.
you use a 6 nanoscan, right? The nanoscan that when
Yeah.
people enter the working area, so the robot
Exactly.
will stop
Yeah.
and wait for you to go back to push the button to confirm. that.
Exactly, then there is a safety button to release the
Ah.
safety.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I understand more or less how the robot works, to take it, to place it, to take out places, to place it. But then I have an additional question.
Yes.
How the robot know which program should it run? It knows now
Exactly.
where to take it, where to place it back.
Yeah.
But how the robot know which program should it run?
And for that, our platform integrates with the software of the machine, and we know exactly which programs are available,
Yeah.
and they are connected to the part to be machined in a process that is called pitch part process that I will show you now.
Yeah. Okay, let's go
I
there.
can show you right now. So maybe while we say this, we could walk. I think it will save time.
På to trigger.
Yeah, doesn't matter because I'm not gonna move, so but be careful.
Okay, so
So I should pass through there.
we are at the
Yeah.
second Dobot.
Yes, so here we see our interface applied to a second robotic cell. As you can see, it's slightly different. It has a different machine, a different gripper. Yeah, maybe it's better if you don't.
But tomorrow is very important that nobody will should reach
yeah,
this
because
area.
otherwise we
Everybody
get
stay clear from this area.
Yeah,
Yeah, otherwise the system will block. We cannot continue anymore.
exactly.
Yeah. Or should we switch off?
Or I switch off, or I can switch off.
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
or
maybe I
we
switch.
switch off this one also.
I know that I cannot. Just that
Okay.
one now. Yeah. So be careful there. Yeah. So slightly different setup. Of course, same robot. And yes, here what I would like to show you is how you can create a new model of a part. So for an operator that has, for example, this part you can see here, to create a new part model is pretty straightforward. You just have to select the teach part process and run the, okay, a second. I will need it.
Yeah, the button.
Second. Yeah. Okay, and run this task. Now, as we saw before, the left-hand side of the panel becomes a wizard that guides you through the steps required to create a new definition of a part.
Yeah.
So in here, we start defining a name for it. For example, 2, right? And is it okay like this? Yeah. As you can see, the part appears in the 3D visualization and updates in real time. So as we add the measurements for this part, this is being updated.
So it will change in real time.
This will change in real time. Exactly. 5, 45. And there we are. You can select a color, just in case
Yes.
as a color code, and that's it. You created the part definition. After that, the system allows to define a new kind of part, because in the machine tending application, in most cases, the part will change shape quite considerably.
Yeah.
So it will make sense. Now, in this case, the part doesn't change much. So we can skip this step. And we go then to the part handling
Yes.
section, where we can see how the gripper will
Should
grasp the part,
grip it. Yeah.
and we can configure the grasp width using
see.
these bars, or also using
Oh, just
numeric
slide
unit.
it.
You can
Just slide it.
yes.
Or input the numbers. Okay. I
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
Ah.
So depending on, you can select.
看得清楚这个屏幕吗？看得清楚这个屏幕吗？OK。
But most of the time you don't need to configure that, because the gripper already is adapting to the part size.
OK。金熊不要往那边走了。
Yeah, it's very easy. And yeah, so the same for the refined part, and then the last step, that is, as we were saying before, connecting the part processing with a program on the machine.
Yes.
In this case, you can see we read the list of programs directly
Okay.
from the machine,
Yes.
and then we can just select one
Okay.
to run. And then we can add some extra parameters that depends on the part. For example, some offset for the cleaning, or some offset
Does
to
it
place
mean
in the chart.
that then in this case the robot will read the program automatically from the CNC machine? Am I right?
Exactly. The robot will select the program
Then this
requested.
is super easy.
That's super easy, right?
Yes,
It's
everything
a
just
program.
by some touch, then everything is done.
Everything is done. You cannot make a mistake because it's extracting the program list except from the machine. So
Yeah, save plenty of time.
Exactly. And just update the values and finish your teaching.
Yeah,
and you're
finish
done.
teaching.
After this,
Yeah.
the part will be available in the new batch.
Ah, I
task.
see.
So you
Okay.
can go there, and you will find it here as Dobot.
Yeah.
And then the process is similar to what we saw before.
Yeah.
Select the grid you want to fill,
Ah, I see.
and batch size, and,
Yeah.
and if you want to empty the drop-off, start the task, and
It's running.
It's
Yeah.
running.
So you can also see the status in the real time. What is going?
Exactly.
What is under? What is executed? What is done? Ah.
yeah, and then the palette will be updated.
Ah, brilliant.
Yes, and of course, all the system will reconfigure all the trajectories to deal
Ah.
with the different size of
Automatically.
parts.
Yeah. Ah, that's great.
And again, if after creating a new part, you want to try it out, you can use another one of our features that is simulating the machine tending.
Yes.
So when you load the machine tending, you are presented with the option to simulate the task.
Okay.
And
Maybe tomorrow we skip this because it was too
it's gonna
slow.
be faster tomorrow because
Okay.
I need to restart the system.
Okay.
Sometimes it gets a bit slow after it runs for hours and
Ah,
hours.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is gonna be fast. So you switch here, and you can then just simulate the task if you wonder what's going to happen with your new part, and if you
Yeah.
want to check.
Okay.
And you can see now that it's simulating, you will wonder why the robot is going actually inside the machine, but it's because in this particular case we are mounting a clamp booster on the wrist
Yes.
that actually actuates the chuck.
Ah.
It's not actuated by the machine.
Okay.
So the robot is now going first to prepare the device to accept the part. That's why the task is slightly different, and also shows the versatility of our system, so that we can adapt the task to different kind of hardware and different
Yeah.
type of tasks.
I think it is a great support for the, not only for the operator, but also for the production manager, because then it's better for him to control the whole working process. That you can have a preview before you really put the part into the machine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Francisco. So I think.
And then I don't know if we should move there while we say the
No, I
final-
think not anymore because
Will you
we are
stop
too
here?
much.
too much.
Too much.
Yeah, we like spend around 20 minutes.
Yeah.
20 now
20
already.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Okay.
We talked about it. It's
We
quite-
stopped a bit. We stopped a bit, but we are
Yeah.
way over time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we
So-
stop here.
Yeah. So I think Francisco. So I think now, yeah. Thank you very much for the demonstrating. So I think it's very, for us now we have a better overview about these combinations for the solutions. So I believe our watchers, our viewers, they have some questions for us so that we should start. So we start with the Q&A. So don't leave them with each other in 2-3 minutes in the meeting
Yes.
room.
Thank you.
See you in 2 minutes again. Okay, so now we are back in the studio.
yes.
So we believe this is a very interesting demonstration for everybody. So let's say if there are some questions that we can answer, we can help here. So let's look at the comments. Yeah.
Then I think for the Q&A, can you like put the questions onto the
Then
screen?
they need to change the
Oh,
Change the
otherwise
table.
you can go to the
You
you can
Ah,
go
we
to the
go
live
to
stream.
the live stream. Yes, for sure. What is your? Accept the yes.
Hvor er DK på YouTube?
Ja.
Live stream. There we go.
Wow. Amazing, we can see ourselves. On TV.
I'm not there.
so I'm,
I have been cut off. What
so
happened?
I'm frozen.
It's also a bit delayed in the past.
Oh, no, it should.
It's just not only delayed.
Now it's me
or-
realizing, oh, we're on TV.
But it's a few seconds delayed.
It's quite late.
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube is the one that
YouTube is
With
faster.
Skytrace, yes.
less delayed.
But in the cut where you're cut off, it's not great, no? And this one,
So we can see the questions here. You mean here?
No, we can see the questions here.
Sorry. Okay.
okay, there we are.
Like
Okay, but if there's no questions, so we
You
will.
No, no.
I think there will be some question. If there's no question, good question.
And you
Good
should
We
say-
make some.
Yeah,
No,
you should say,
you-
we
you
have one
need-
person.
There are some prepared questions. You need to just put it in the there.
Can we have a fake user?
Mhm.
Lee is our big user.
Yeah.
Lee from Dobot.
Yeah.
A random company.
How is this? Robert, so nice.
Interesting question.
What's the price?
Yeah.
But the first one is already answered, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
So
matter, you can repeat it.
some stupid, or maybe they come too late and they can. Then
Yeah,
we just
exactly.
explain. You can do it in different way. You can use
Yeah.
scanner. You can use a physical door or something. Doesn't matter how they do, but there are different possibilities. They can connect with I/O or something. This is your part, then.
Yeah, exactly. I stay on the more
And then this,
technical things.
yeah, this question will be given to you. And the next question, would the typical ROI time for the robotic machine tending in Europe? The question is for you.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Should I say? Okay, you can ask Francisco.
yeah, so we got the following questions. The first one will be, how does the joint, reflex, and Dobot solution ensure safety in fast-paced environments?
Yes.
Yes, I think maybe you can
yeah, I
help
can
us
take this one.
to answer that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we will ensure safety, like following the standards of the ISO norms. That will, as you saw, involve usually fencing with safety laser scanners, like the SICK one, and covering the whole area with that, so that if any person access the area of the robot will immediately stop.
Okay. So that means you have different variety of possibilities to set up the safety
Yes, totally.
rules, like the safety devices, right?
Yes, we are very flexible with that.
Yeah.
And I think it's also, I mean, we saw it's pretty easy to reset the safety once it's triggered. So it's safe, but it's also, I think, easy, like to put back in operation right after a stop.
Okay, so I think we gonna also have, I believe this question should be answered by Magnus. So what is the ROI time of this cell in Europe? What would you say?
Typically, we would say it's less than 2 years, but it depends very much from solution to solution. But what is really important to look at is not only the upfront cost that you have when you buy a robot, but it's also what is the cost coming after for maintaining and using this solution. And that's what we offer with these solutions, that reconfiguration can be done in-house, which shrinking the return on investment.
Yeah, I think this is very important point, that the in-house solution, so that there's no hidden cost. They don't need to again hire the people from outside to program or to do something for them. Everything is to be done within the house.
Exactly, because often that cost can be 4 or 5 times higher in during the lifetime of the robot cell.
Yeah.
And that is something that people often forget when they buy robotic solutions.
I hear very often from the end user that they don't buy, they need robot, but they don't buy because they're afraid of using robots. They cannot, because of one to use robots to hire a programmer, they cannot find a programmer at all. Actually, this is the real situation now in everywhere, not in Europe, I think. So I think time is flying. We have now maybe the last questions. So okay, I will skip here. Yeah, so that was the questions. So I see when we went through the production hall, the workshop, we see also on this there is a TV on the wall to show their PLD system. I mean, production planning system, PPD system. So that is also kind of plan for you, that in the future you will also, the reflex system will also be able to read the orders directly from the MES or ERP system and give these orders information back to them. So that makes also the production plan part also automatic integrated with your system.
Yes, that is the plan. We actually have what we just passed out there is the production system made in-house by LHM, where we're sitting today. It's called Top Flow.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is planning the orders, and then they're sending that orders to our Reflex software, and then Reflex is controlling the robots and making sure that everything is actually operating, including the robots, the machines, and also AGVs if you have that. So not only controlling the robots, but also integrating with PLC systems or MES systems is something we can do.
So that means the Reflex and the Dobot, this solution will become more and more powerful, more and more versatile.
And more integrated as a full factory.
We really look forward to that. I think when you do further steps here, then we will come again to show the guys how is automation, the real automation here, because I like your slogan, you use real robots to solve real problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really what we strive for every day.
Yeah. So I think so time is almost up. So we thank you guys today for watching us, and we thank the guys for your time for watching us, and thanks Magnus, Francisco today for joining us. And I think in the near future we'll see each other again here at this place.
Yes.
Okay.
Our superhero is the Clone Master.
The Clone Master.
It's because there was a question in the script. It's like, what is your superhero? And I was like, what is our superhero? Now it's a Clone Master. For the time being.
Yes. Okay. I think if you have further questions, you need any consulting or you need any information, you can contact us. You can contact me, contact Magnus. We are below where our Dobot website or our contact information here. And we will be with great pleasure to talk to you guys to help you with your automations.
Yes.
Then see you guys and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.